Hello everyone. Welcome to our English lesson for the third grade high school students. Today, we are going to concentrate on the role of cultural heritage in tourism. There are a number of things you are going to do in this lesson. First, you will define cultural heritage and name its different types. Then, you will watch and listen to a video about cultural heritage of York, a town in the north of England, and you're going to describe it. You will also do some exercises based on the new vocabulary, and in the end, you will apply what you have learned by thinking about tangible and intangible cultural heritage of your town or region. For this lesson, you will need your notebook, something to write with, and a smartphone or a laptop with internet connection. In order to do some exercises, you will have to pause the video. When you see the pause button on the screen, it will be your signal to pause the recording in order to do some exercises. What do you think cultural heritage is? Look at this word art. There is a definition in it. You just need to put the words in the correct order. Once you find a definition, write it down into your notebook. You may pause the video now. So, cultural heritage is the legacy of physical artifacts and immaterial elements inherited from past generations, or to put it simple, cultural heritage includes all the material objects and all the customs and traditions passed from one generation to another. Of course, not everything that is inherited from the previous generations is heritage. We as the society decide what's valuable. Now that we know what cultural heritage is, let's do a quiz on it. You are going to see a number of physical and immaterial examples of cultural heritage protected by UNESCO. Your task is to guess the country they come from. For example, have you heard of capoeira? A very special form of a martial art which in a way resembles dancing. Do you know where it comes from? I'm sure you do. Just like I'm sure you will do well with the rest of the questions. Just copy the bit.ly link Heritage Quiz 1 or scan the code and you're ready to go. I hope you had fun and did well in the quiz. The quiz you did was about international cultural heritage. We are going to concentrate on Croatian cultural heritage now. As we had said before, there are two major types of cultural heritage: material or tangible, that is something you can touch, and intangible, that is something that is not material, something that you cannot touch. We have divided tangible cultural heritage into three groups: buildings such as Novi Dvori Castle in Zaprešić, monuments like the Gorninski statue in Split, and artistic creations, for example, Croatian naive art paintings. Intangible cultural heritage is also divided into three parts: performing arts, for example, Moreška dance from Korčula, oral traditions like ojkanje, and into traditional skills like making traditional wooden toys. Copy this mind map into your notebook because you will need it for the next exercise. Don't forget to pause the video now. You can see some more examples of Croatian cultural heritage in this word art. Your task is to put them into the correct boxes. You can add some of your own examples as well. Again, pause the video here in order to do the exercise. Let's check. Euphrasia Basilica is a building. The statue of Ban Josip Jelačić is a monument. Croatian National Revival painting is an artistic creation. These three examples belong to tangible cultural heritage. Moving on to intangible cultural heritage. Lace making, which Croatia is famous for, is a traditional skill. Klapa singing is an oral tradition, and nijemo kolo is a performing art. All of these examples of cultural heritage are protected by UNESCO. Did you come up with some of your own examples? Maybe some from the part of Croatia where you live. Now that we know what cultural heritage is and how it's divided, let's watch a video about York and its cultural heritage. Copy the bit.ly link 48 hours in York or scan the code and then watch the video carefully. There are going to be some exercises later on. You can pause the video here. I hope you liked the video and the city of York. This matching exercise you see here is a comprehension check. Check how much you remember from the video. Copy the link, York matching, or scan the code and then do the exercise. You may decide to go back and watch the video once again before doing this exercise. It is up to you. This is a vocabulary gap fill exercise. After you finish this exercise, copy the words into your notebook. Pick 5 of them and use them in your own sentences. Check your sentences with your virtual classroom teacher. You can copy the bit.ly link now, York gap fill, or scan the code and do the exercises. Based on the video, who do you think would have the best time in York? Who would you recommend to visit it and why? Maybe families with kids? Young people, retired people? What do you think? Think about it and write the answers into your notebook. Again, check your answers with your virtual classroom teacher. We are almost done. This is our last activity. Your task is to create a mind map for your town or region and write down examples of tangible and intangible cultural heritage. Of course, you can draw your mind map, but you can also use one of these 2 free mind map tools. For the first one, you have to sign up, but there are more possibilities. For the second one, you don't need to sign up. After you finish, share the mind map with your teacher in a virtual classroom. And before we say goodbye, go through this checklist. Have you defined cultural heritage? Played the quiz? Given examples of tangible and intangible cultural heritage? Also, have you watched the video about York, done the exercises connected with the video? And in the end, have you created a mind map for your own town? I hope you have ticked yes for all the boxes. Stay safe and have a nice day. Bye.